G'day, happy Monday. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope you've all had a great weekend. Excited to get back into a new week of trading. So let's go and have a look at where we start is the calendar. Let's have a look. Big week this week for trading. Let me just, what's going on here? There we go. Okay. Right. Yeah, big week for news this week. Lots of liquidity. Got FOMC, we've got non-farm payroll. So the way I sort of look at this is today, no news. So coming into such a heavy week of news with some of the biggest liquidity movers in the market, we may see Monday consolidate, potentially a seek and destroy profile, something like that. So with that said, I would only look for an entry, excuse me, after open today, and it would need to be an A+ setup to even consider that. With no liquidity injection, we're just going to have the open at 9 for commodities and 9:30 for indices. So just keep that in mind. If something presents, I won't be executing until after those times. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we've got news every day then. So Tuesday, just waiting till after. News drops at 10. Same with Wednesday, FOMC. That's at 2. I would be waiting till after FOMC to look for a potential trade. So, AM session on Wednesday might be off the cards, but we'll see what happens. Thursday, unemployment claims, good trade day, just wait for news at 8:30 and 10. And then again, non-farm payroll. If we're going to take an entry or look to execute, it'll be after news, and then again after the 9:30 open. So huge volatility this week coming into the market. All right, let's jump to the charts. All right, starting off on NQ. So here we were in this bullish FEG on the daily here. We also had this swing low, so price has reacted here and started to turn around. I'd like to see a test at least price to reach 50% of this range. Even, we're looking at a bearish unicorn here. So this is our breaker. Okay, here's our sweep of liquidity. Here's our breaker formation. High, low, higher, high. Price pushes through, leaving an FEG aligned here with the breaker. That's a daily unicorn. So I am looking at a bullish move here, a price to continue higher, and then we'll see what happens when price gets to this 50% level. See how price reacts here. If it is able to close above, then we'll see how price reacts to this bearish breaker. Okay, so in the short term here, I'm looking for price to continue higher, and let's see if we get some sort of reaction at the 50% level of this range. Okay, let's clear that off. So bullish on NQ. Let's have a look at the hourly. I haven't been able to close above this level yet, which I was sort of looking for, and we've tested this a couple of times now and pushed away from that. So we do get a change in the state of delivery here. And we can see price respected this level. It's done so on 4 occasions now and pushed away. We've also got bullish FVG here. That price is currently tapped into and respecting. And I also like, we've got essentially relative equal highs here. We just run our standard deviations from here. And we have our target area aligned with these highs. So we're still respecting bullish movement here. This is starting to look like a reversal. Sell side of the curve to the buy side. Okay. Let's jump to ES. ES had a really nice move out of this daily FVG, and it's been pushing higher, and a nice move off there. If we look at this move here, this leg down, you'll probably see that we're very close to the 50% level, and you can see price has reached up to there and has paused at that level and had a small retracement. So it'll be interesting to see if we can get a close above this. But if we were looking for internal, which is this level here, then this would be our external level. So bullish at the moment, and then we'll see how price reacts once, or if it reaches into this bearish FVG. We also have this opening gap that still needs to be closed. So that's a potential for a good level to grab. We'll see what price does. So bullish today on ES. Drop into the hourly. Here's this gap that I was referring to through here. And our standard deviations align with that perfectly. So it's a nice target area in my opinion. We also have relative equal highs through here. Just have a quick look at NQ. Actually do have an SMT there by the looks. So NQ's created a high here relative to this high, whereas ES has actually created a low relative to this high. So something to keep an eye on there. At this stage though, price is respecting bullish PD arrays. So we're going to move out of this bullish FEG. And like NQ, we did have a change in the state of delivery here. So remaining bullish on ES at the moment. Again, sell side of the curve, buy side of the curve potentially here. So if we can get a move to take out these highs and possibly move higher here would be good to see. So I think the other thing I like as well is this low resistance liquidity up here. We did form high resistance liquidity on our side of price. Failure swing here. Failure swing, failure swing. So we are getting this sort of gentle move or climb higher. Whether we see this move today or not, that will be to be seen with no volatility coming into the market today and with such huge amounts of news coming later on in the week. Okay, oil, let's go to oil on the daily. Oil hasn't been playing nice, I'll be honest. If we look at our internal here, we also had the external that I mentioned on Friday that I completely overlooked. So you get this sweep. This internal was actually sort of holding here. We never got to close below it for those 3 days. And we also got a sweep here. So I was really looking to see price move up to here. And then we just had a huge sell-off on Friday. So I'm actually going to be sitting neutral. I feel like oil's a little bit rangy right now, and I'd really like to see oil give us a move. You know, is it going to move and close below, push into this gap, or is it going to turn around and push up into this gap? I'd actually like to see that happen before I decided to take any sort of position on oil. I feel like there's a lot of indecision here at the moment. We'll drop down to the hourly. An opening gap here that's now been filled. You can really see this is a range. Price is just pushing in this range at the moment, so oil is probably not something I want to touch right now. I do really like these equal highs up here, but you know, price doesn't seem to want to go there. I would really like to see those equal highs swept. That would get us into that daily bearish FEG, and then we can maybe look to move lower, push out of that. But until then, it's just too rangy for me. I wouldn't be looking to take any positions on oil at this stage. DXY, the daily. So we had the sweep here of our external liquidity, targeting internal, and this Wednesday candle just about reached that level. We can pretty well say that that was complete. So then we'd start looking for external again. And then we looked at it like price was also in a range similar to CL, which is bouncing around in here, bouncing around. And we're still doing the same thing. So again, like oil, I'm going to remain cautious on Dixie and have a neutral bias today. We'll see if this candle is able to continue to push higher and get into this liquidity. Would be really good to see. Then we can start to look to come lower if we're able to close in here and then start getting a move down. So let's jump over to the hourly. And you can just see that range clear as day. We've had a nice run today, so we might actually close above that. We'll see what happens. It's very close there now. But yeah, just rangy, indecision. Probably waiting for this week, to be fair, with FOMC and non-farm payroll. So we'll see what plays out. So what plays out today, and then we can assess where we're at tomorrow and look for a game plan. Gold. So here we see gold swept these lows and also a nice little push into this internal liquidity, and then we got our move higher, which was great. So we had our bullish move higher. Now we're in internal here, and currently price is rejecting. It's not showing any willingness to push through right now, but it's only early in the day. So I'm going to remain bullish just based on current information, because price may very well decide it can continue on. And if it does, then our target is this external level here. Okay, so bullish on gold. Let's drop to the hourly. So price respecting bullish PD arrays. Even at this heavy push down, this candle, you can see that price is still able to be supported in this bullish FEG. And it actually came down and closed this little gap and is now pushing higher, so that's cool. This would be our breaker here. Highest up close candle. This is our sweep of liquidity. This is the leg down. This whole move here is the leg down. Do we have a FEG aligned? Oh, that is a very tiny one, I think, just in there. Very, very tiny. But there is an FEG aligned. So this would actually be an hourly bullish unicorn. And we also have our change in the state of delivery through here, which is respected beautifully. I mean, look at the bounce off there. So it's bullish all round for me on gold. Bullish all round. All right. Let's have a quick look at EU. I think EU is was looking a bit tricky. I had a brief look earlier. Let's clear that up. So price move down into this bullish FEG, our internal liquidity. So then you'd be looking for price to come to external. That's external, that is a high. However, that move is failing. Price pushed up, it couldn't push through. Oops, couldn't push through this bearish FEG and is now wicked off that several times and is moving lower. And if you look at this here, we've got some low resistance liquidity through here. So this may actually be a target area, but a high aligned, swing high aligned here as well. This would be a nice area to see price to draw to and then reject from to seek higher prices. So until this candle closes below this bullish FEG and invalidates it, I would remain neutral on euro. I'd want to see this daily candle close below this FEG before I have a firm bias. If we get a close below this FEG, then I would say I'm bearish, looking for price to continue down to this level. Okay, I hope that helps, guys. What do we got? So 29th today, so only a couple more days, guys, to take advantage of Apex's 80% off. Perfect week for it, with FOMC and non-farm payroll. If you want to have a shot at one shot, one kill and try and expedite a number of evals, it's the perfect week to do it. Highly recommend doing it if you are keen enough, because I've done it myself and it works very well. Take advantage of Apex's sale, use code Jimmy. I'd appreciate the support, guys. Thank you for joining and watching my vids. I really do appreciate it. Give us a like and a sub, share it around. The more traders we can help, you know, it helps me as well. It helps with my muscle memory too, doing this every day. So I appreciate you guys. Take care, and we will see you tomorrow.